Red Rooms, the story of the last client. This story begins with a man who had long been fascinated by the dark web, initially drawn in by cryptocurrencies and illegal marketplaces. He was a programmer, someone who considered himself a seasoned user, accustomed to the various horrors that could be found on the internet's darker side. But one day, he encountered something that he would never forget for the rest of his life. It all started when he stumbled upon a thread in a closed forum dedicated to Red Rooms. These were the infamous websites where, according to legend, live broadcasts of torture and murder were streamed for paying viewers. Every time he heard about these Red Rooms, he dismissed them as just another urban legend or the exaggerated fantasies of thrill-seeking teenagers. But this time, one comment caught his attention. A user named NoFace claimed to have found a link to one of these sites, but access was restricted to verified users only. NoFace offered assistance in getting an invitation. Our protagonist, let's call him John, was skeptical, but decided to follow the instructions, driven more by curiosity than by belief in the site's authenticity. A few days later, after receiving an access key through a one-time encrypted messenger, John logged into the site. The interface was minimalist, with a red background and a few empty windows. At the center of the screen was a message: "Next show starts in 5 minutes." When the countdown hit 0, a live stream appeared. It showed a dimly lit room, a chair in the center, and a blindfolded woman. On the screen, a series of choices appeared: cut her, burn her, let her go. The voting counters began to rise quickly. John realized that viewers could pay to influence the outcome. Filled with dread, he couldn't tear his eyes away from the screen. Soon, "Cut her" won the vote. A masked figure appeared and began carrying out the viewer's commands. Disgusted and terrified, John tried to close the stream, but noticed a message on his screen: "You cannot leave now." Things grew even more terrifying when the chat began discussing the next victim. Then, someone with the username Watcher69 typed, "Next client is you." Horrified, John realized that someone was watching him through his computer's camera. His own face suddenly flashed on the screen, accompanied by the message: "Your session will begin soon." Panicking, John scrambled to turn off the computer, but the screen wouldn't go dark, no matter how hard he tried to shut the device down. His heart pounded in his chest as he heard a soft knock on his apartment door. Thinking it was a coincidence, he cautiously approached the door, but when he peered through the peephole, he saw a man in a black mask, holding a camera, standing right outside his door. The story ends on a mysterious note. John disappeared and was never found. The police later discovered his apartment, with his computer still on, frozen on the last image, his own face in the Red Room. And that's it for tonight's story. But don't worry, the darkness always has more tales to tell. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next chilling episode. I've got something really special planned for next time, and trust me, you won't want to face it alone. So, stay tuned. And until then, keep your lights on and your doors locked.